Just hard to get air sometimes. This is definitely a hoax.
Good to go. Hello, my name is Paige Spencer. I'm 22 years old. I've been battling late-stage Lyme disease for 19 years, and this is my story. I was diagnosed with Lyme disease in July 2013. We believe I came into contact with Lyme disease around the age of 4, but we believe it was around Rouge Valley Park because I spent a lot of time there growing up. Lyme disease is the fastest vector-borne and infectious disease growing, they say in America, I believe globally, but it is the fastest growing infectious disease and vector-borne disease right now. I didn't know how serious Lyme disease was when I was first diagnosed. I was just overjoyed that I finally had a diagnosis and I knew what was wrong with me. It wasn't until 2 months into treatment that I realized how severe this disease is and debilitating and how life-threatening it is. It's an epidemic. It's been silenced for too long, and so many people have gone misdiagnosed. Oh, God.
It's just to see her in so much pain, and when you can't, you know, you try everything, and you just want to take the pain. You want the pain to stop. You know, I'll give my life. I've made deals with God. I've made deals with Jesus that, hey, take me. You get tired of it when you see someone you love in so much pain every day. It's just like, why stop?
I had introduced a private member's bill to exactly direct the government to implement or develop a strategy within a certain time period. The bill basically fell on the wayside, and here we are 2.5 years later without a strategy.
These tend to be ice.
I met Paige through a Facebook post. I read her story in the paper, and then we just started talking. Then I heard her story. And what I mean, I heard her story, it came through here and it fell here. She's an amazing, amazing, strong woman. Paige is a true Lyme warrior. She's been fighting this not only for herself, but putting herself out there to let people know that you're not alone. There's others that are suffering just like you. She's chosen a path of making her pains out there for everybody to see. Judge me for what I am, but I will no longer hide behind our healthcare system. You will know who Paige Spencer is at the end of the day, and I will do what I need to do in order to make sure that other Ontarians, as I am, get the treatment that they're rightfully entitled to.
You know, I stayed with her at night, beside her all night, sorry. And I just don't know how people do it, you know, especially that are on their own. It's like 24/7.
They don't. That's the problem.
Yeah, the costs, I mean, even now, even though she's getting treatment in Canada, we're still putting out about $1,500–1,600 a month.
We need absolutely more funding so that we could have proper research and development to identify the scientific needs and the scientific findings so that we can treat individuals that are suffering with Lyme disease in this province. A lot of the individuals that are not properly treated or are being prevented from being treated is because of the lack of literacy that is available to our medical professionals that are now. Because right now, doctors in Ontario some are being threatened with their license being withdrawn from them because they've taken the initiative of treating individuals with Lyme. Those doctors have actually shut down their practices that they've had here in Ontario because of the pressures that they have been feeling, because of the threats against their licenses, have picked up and moved to the US, where they're able to actually practice and treat people with Lyme disease. And that's what's so ludicrous about this whole system, is now we have Ontarians who are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to go and getting a treatment across the border. It's devastating and putting people into financial hardship. People are losing their homes, their life savings, their families, their home, everything. And it's not fair.
This is all of my medications, supplements, everything that I've taken in the past year and 2 months. So a couple of these are, the antibiotics that I've been on, azithromycin, the yellow goo of death, which is Mepron. When my breathing has been bad, I've used different types of puffers, things to support liver function, especially with being on all this treatment. Different types of drops, both herbal, detoxing drops, all different types of compounding prescriptions, nystatin for yeast control from overgrowth of candida from being on antibiotics for long periods of time. This is my life in bottles.
I made an ultimate commitment to the Lyme warrior family, and I'm going to hold firm to that commitment. I'm going to be there tomorrow, I'm going to be there next week, I'm going to be there next month, I'm going to be there next year. I'm going to be there until this government responds to the needs of these people. Everybody seems to be suffering, but nobody says, everybody looks at them and says, oh, you know, I feel bad for you. Stop feeling bad for me. Start doing something that will help me get a life again, because they need a voice, because nobody seems to be listening to what the Lyme community is saying.
I know my daughter can make a difference out there. I know, I see how brave she is to keep holding on to hope, and even the depression and anxiety and the up and down and the nightmares and the no sleep. I mean, to be able to get through that at such a young age, and the pain, it's just, I don't know how she does it. But she's, one day is going to be your day, and you're going to help a lot of people. I know you are. You already are.
It starts here.